Fantastic.
Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Transport Fever Let's Play, where since last time I have renamed the lines. So we've got the Phil Pits, the Phil Tucks, and then the Phil Bus, the Pits Bus, and the Tuck Bus, and they're also colour coded as well. Also, since last time, we've gone forward, I think a couple of months, and we are now getting a positive balance on one of our train lines. It's which one is it? It's this one over here, our first one. It's now making 155k. So if we can start turning things around and start making a profit on all of these lines, we can start doing some expansion work. We can start building up the towns exactly how we want them. This station here is going to be absolutely brilliant when we make it bigger and better and better and bigger. We can see here that we've got quite a few people now sat on the platform waiting, and I think the train only just left not long ago. Yes, it did. It's on its way there, look. Over on this side, where the train is heading towards, we've got 25 people waiting already, and the train has a capacity of 42. So we're getting close to pushing capacities now already, which is absolutely fantastic. And how we're doing down here in Pittsburgh? Well, not so many people. Actually, the train's just leaving with 39 people on it. Okay, so it's going all pretty good. So what's next? Well, this station over here isn't going to last as long for like this. We're going to have to double things up, split things off. I think for now what we'll do though is we'll choose the upgrade option, and we'll see, can we go to 2 tracks? We can go to 2 tracks, and going up to 2 tracks will cost us 123k. So let's do that. First thing we're going to do this episode is upgrade this station so that we don't have, if these 2 trains arrive at the same time, we don't have a problem switching them about. Now, this depot in the way. I don't know why I put it there. It was an absolutely terrible idea. Away it goes. No, wrong button. Away it goes. Delete. Okay, it didn't cost much to delete anyway. Now this bend in the track round here, let's get rid of that and put in a good long sweeping bend like this. I'm thinking about taking more of this out, just a bit of a trim. There we go, just to make this last bend entering the station just a little bit more. In fact, there we go, we're 120 all the way down the track, so that's perfect. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. So once that's in, I'm kind of thinking, well, can I double up these lines? Can I make it so that we've got a 2-track line? Also, do I want to look at extending either way into another town? Now, if we look to the right, we've got this place over here. Grand Paprika, whatever it's called, don't know. But we've got a whopping great big hill in the way. We'd have to go round it. Going round it would say that we'd come in on kind of, let's see, this sort of angle, which is no good for going into that station. However, see, the problem is that I don't think I can have a terminus and a Ro-Ro station all in one. So if I want a passenger station like this, I can't connect it up, can I? Let's rotate that round. Yeah, it's the track snaps. I could put it right next to it, but I'm fairly sure it would count as another station. Now, in this early stage of the game, we haven't got 93k to be throwing around willy and nilly. So, that's the kind of thing we'll look at later. There we go. Right, so how many people we've got here now? Oh, wow, we've got loads. I think it is about time we look at getting a second train on each of these tracks. Also, we haven't got any depots now. So we'll put depots at the other end. This end's too busy. So as such, I'm thinking if we have a split in the track, kind of, well, if we put Where's the straight bit? There's the straight bit. So if we put some track alongside the straight bit, bring it in on the curve to there, and if we then curve that to about here, and then bring it in as long as I can. Now that is going to be a slow bit there, but it's relatively unavoidable. Yeah, that works quite nicely. And on this side, I think if we part out at the same point here and just come along there, I mean, we can do a very long sweeping bit and just keep... Ooh. And there. That keeps it at top speed, which is quite nice. Now this bit, building down the side of this track, shouldn't cost a lot of money, he says. Let's put that alongside there like this. Has it... No, it didn't work. It didn't snap all the way. Right, we'll have to do part way down and then part way down. So, coming up to this level crossing. Where's the end point? There it is. If we go up to there, it's 154k. Well, we've got to do it. If we're going to expand, and if we're going to keep these sorts of things up, then that's the sort of thing we need to do. Right, at this end, we don't need a second station, or not station, sorry. Wow, that is very broken. No. What if I go like this? Right, that's good. That's very slow. That's extremely slow. But it'll do because I don't want it too far out. Right, the ground is looking a bit funny round here now, so let's not spend any money doing that. No, let's we want to be careful here. Right, so let's put signal there, signal there. Yeah, and then we will make them all one-way signals. Oh yeah, and then we go down the other end of the track. Now this signal here doesn't really matter anymore, so let's remove that. Do some tidying up, and then we want some signals around here. So let's go there and there. That should do it. And again, they're single direction signals. So yes, yes. Now we don't have to put the rest of the signals in yet because we haven't got many trains. And look, our two trains are coming into the station at the same time. This is exactly why I doubled it up. I had no idea it was actually going to happen so soon. Or so close. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good going. As both of them come into the station. Oh, let's draw back a little bit and see how much they make. We've got people waiting left, right and all over the place. 52 people waiting for one of the trains. I don't know which one. That was 160k and this one is 129k. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, they will turn around and they will go away now. Let's pop our signals in over here as well. About there and there. Make them one way. There we go. Oh, hang on a minute. I haven't put the rest of the line in yet. Uh-oh. We've got a flashing jobby at the top of the screen. The flapping jobby. No, it's a flashing jobby. Okay, put it straight down there. Yeah. Right. Okay. So, I'm thinking if I go here, can I pull? No, it's not possible. Not possible. Not possible. This is going to cost us a little bit of money. There's a straight bit. There's a bit of a straight bit, and then it curves round. Can I curve and connect? Ooh, let's go to here. From above is usually easier for me when you're doing this sort of thing. Right, connect to this. Stop it. Stop. Right, okay. Oh. No, okay. I'm going to come off from this track and then go to here. 92 mile an hour. That's not too bad, considering it's going to be downhill and we're going to be accelerating out of the station anyway. Now, can I get this past there? Yes, I can. And the last section, is this the last section? Yep, and no money. What? Oh, we're going to have to borrow a little bit more. Borrow another million. We're on 6 mil now. Now, in truth, there we are, no warnings. In truth, I was going to buy some more, borrow some more money anyway, because I wanted to look at getting more trains on these lines. There we go. Let's put those signals in. And let's sort them out to be one way only as well. No, I don't need a window looking at a signal. Why do I want to stare at a signal constantly? Right. This train should now be on its way. There's already 38 passengers there. Right. I need to think about popping some depots in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some depots in, and I'll be right back after I've done that, and we will look at getting some new trains. Okay then, so I have opted to put two depots side by side in the middle of our fork, and what I've done is I've connected one depot up to one set of lines and the other one to the other. Now, because of the fact that one depot is on the right of the line and the other depot is on the left of the line, one of them comes in and joins beautifully before going into the station. The other one crosses the track before joining and going into the station. So it was never going to be perfectly symmetrical, but what I'm doing is I'm going to look forward to expanding this section later, putting some scenery items in and making it look really good. Now, if we have a look here, we can see that both railway services, whilst not making a lot, are making a profit, and one of the bus ones are as well. Fantastic. I do want to revisit the bus ones at some point soon, but oh, hang on a minute, let's just check these lines, make sure they're all going the right way. Look at that, they are flowing in the correct directions. Brilliant. So those depots are in there now, and like I said, I want to just borrow a little bit more money. Let's borrow up to 10 mil. And what's the loan interest at the minute? 75k a year. Yeah, we can just about handle. So if we buy a new train, we'll get the only locomotive we can. We'll get the passenger cars, and what was it? 3 passenger cars at the moment. Now that train is on its way to the other station. Ideally, I want to let this train go when it's opposite. Okay, so when it's on the other side. So that's train 3 sorted out. Let's just zoom in and out and get what will be train 4 sorted. So if we buy that, buy 3 of them. Cracking. Now, is it 3? Let's just click on this train and have a good look at it. No, that doesn't show me the train, that just shows me the train that... There we go. Yes, it is 3. It's going up quite an incline there. Almost goes up and back down again, actually. It's a little bit weird. Maybe that's something that we can improve in the future. I think maybe a depot at these ends is in order later on. Let's have a look at the catchment of that town, of that station. So the catchment of the station is nice and central. We've got a bus route over here that captures that part of the town, another one that captures that part of the town. I'd say that's pretty much all the town except a couple of industrial buildings over there, so that's good. Now, this train just reached this side, okay, and is in the process of loading. So what we're going to do now, and how many passengers are there? 54. That is way too many than we can handle. On this side, to go to, what's the name of the town? Tuck. So we've got 59 people already. So what we're going to do is we're going to start this train on that line. So it's going to come out the depot and go into the station. It's going to be a slight delay as it comes out the depot, but that's fine. Now, our Phil Pitt train hasn't got there yet. It's going to take a little bit longer for our Phil Pitt train to get to the other end. But when it does, we will release our other train. Okay, brilliant. Right, what we've got around the area. Like I said, we've got this town down here we could expand to. We've got this one. Ooh, this would be a good one. Both of them are pretty close to a basin there. And I'm thinking if we can make this 3 tracks instead, then we can splinter off that way and go round over the bridge and then into town. I like that. Let's make it more than that. Let's make it 4. Can we upgrade this to 4 without potentially killing everything? Yes, but we'd have to adjust our lines a little and we would lose 2 buildings. That's going to cost a lot of money. Not what we want to do just yet. We've got 62 people now wanting to go over to the other end, and has our train made it yet? Our train hasn't quite made it yet. That's fine, it's not a problem. We're going to need some more signals, but I'll put them in between now and next time. There's no need for them yet. We've got 2 trains going up and down these lines, and really, because I'm setting them off at opposite ends of the scale, see, this one's about to come into the station, it's just passing those signals, so I'm going to set this one going now on that line. There we go, brilliant. Yeah, I think if we concentrate on Philadelphia, I'm wondering if a second station coming out this way to these 2 towns would be better, or whether having them all come into the same station. I think the same station, actually. I'd love to do that. That makes it... yeah. Oh, actually... ooh, I've just had an idea. What we're going to do is we'll put... when we can afford it. You know what? Why do I keep saying when we can afford it? Let's do it now. Why not? We've got a loan for a reason. There we go. 4 tracks. So what we're going to do, this track on the end here, and these 2 all need to move. All needs to move. I can't believe I've just done that. Oh well, never mind. Tell you what, you don't want to see me rebuilding this, I suppose. So join me in a moment when I've rebuilt this. And as if by magic and by the wonders of editing, that is now done. I've managed to keep much the same structure. We're now going into the 2 into platforms 3 and 4 instead of the middle 2 platforms. Our buildings are more or less still in the middle. Our depots are still more or less in the middle of these 2 lines, but the way that the lines bend into the station mean that these 2 lines, in fact, I find it's actually bending and curving in neater than it was before, so that is quite good indeed. So let's have a look at the lines now and see what the situation is. It looks like adding 2 trains, the lines are just still making a profit, but we'll see how that still goes. Let's use this bit of money that we've got at the moment and look at how I wanted to do this section. So what I wanted to do here is I wanted to bring this piece of track and just curve it out as much as possible, because I wanted to head out and be able to go to both of these 2 towns over one bridge, which is probably going to go about here because it's going to miss the farmland. So let's have a look at the contours of the land a little bit. Oh yes, that's just a straight out hill which we're going to have to go up, so let's just do that to mark our destination. So that is where I'm trying to head to from the station. So if I come directly from here over to where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is. There it is. Over to here. Now it's saying it's going to cost a lot of money, and that's because we're going to have to cut through the land a lot, and there's a road as well. That is just not acceptable. But where we're cutting through the road here is a good idea about where we want to be. So if we cut through the road manually like that, put a level crossing in, then we can put this section of track in here. Now that's going to mean that there's a nice gentle incline up to that piece of road, and then we go from that piece of road down there. So instead of costing millions and millions, it's a couple of tens of thousands. Fantastic. Now the gradient shouldn't be too bad either. Nah, not too bad. So what we're going to do at this end is we're going to bring this track, and we're going to bring it so it hits this pretty much smooth and straight like that. Okay, so when we come off this curve, there's smoke from the train, we can't see what we're doing. There we go. So when we come off this curve, it's going to split and fork into both of these platforms. So we're going to be able to choose which platform we go in by setting a different line. But we're going to use this same piece of track here. Now, in order for us to be able to go in and out, so we've got two different platforms we can choose from. That's the connecting point. What we're going to do then is have a signal, and that is where we would then want to come off that piece of track and join up on this curve, but it's not letting us. It's not letting us. Right, so if we've got a nice curve about that long there, the join is about here, so let's do it here. Right, so the idea is that we come in. That should do it. So we've got a switch track coming in and then a switch track going out. One splits the platforms and one allows the up and down line. So now in theory I should be able to come along here, just connect these up along there. It shouldn't cost too much. We're talking, like I say, the tens of thousands, not millions for this sort of line. However, this is where we're going to get to a potentially expensive part. We're going to put a bridge across here, and I ideally want it so that we can have, what do you call it? Boats. That's it, boats. Ideally want to have it so boats can get up there. So let's put this to about there. That is level and doesn't cost a lot of money. Now, if I can get straight across there without it costing £8.3 billion, I'd be happy. Yeah, how much is that? 177.52. That's quite expensive. We could go with that one. Looks like we would allow small boats to clear through. I don't know whether we can arch that up to allow for any further boating to clear through, but we're certainly not going to arch it down because then it intercepts the banks and that's no good at all. But we can certainly get boats under there. That's the important thing. Let's see, are we arching up, down? That looks quite level to me. Let's get nice and low and have a good look at it. Oh yes, it's a mighty fine bridge. Let's approve that, and let's put one going alongside the other way. That one, of course, a lot cheaper to expand it into a double. Oh, I love that bridge. That's some nice detailing. Good bridge, good bridge. And now, now we're going to cross this road. So we're going to put a level crossing in. Like that. And now we want a fork. We're going to end up with a triangular forky junction, which we will do, but I want to come forward a bit more by the looks of this. So let's have a look at the lay of the land. Oh wow, okay, did not notice this hill. Right. Probably need to fork off earlier and go into the town. That's going to have to go uphill, but we'll try and cut across here and go up the hill. Wow, okay. We need to do it straight on the edge of the bridge. So cancel that. Delete both of them. Right up to the edge of the bridge then. Let's put... We're going to need a curve. Let's put a piece of track across here. Unfortunately, this field's going to have to be removed to allow my plans to come to fruition. There we go. Yep, that works. Stop it. Stop it. Be good track. Okay, and the idea is to bend this so that then it then connects up to that nice and smoothly. Which it did brilliantly. We've got a 70 curve there, but there's not much we can do about that. The hill's going to cause it even more problems than that. Which means, in theory, this one should just connect up there like that. Cracking. And then we'll go up to the hill to the town. And then this way, we want to do something similar. So straight from the edge of the bridge. Oh, gold. No, they don't like that. There we go. Straight from the edge of the bridge, and This one can be a little bit more forgiving, but I would like to probably just skirt past the edges of these fields. So we're looking at, let's put our guidance track in first. So if we go from the edge of that field to the edge of this field, like that, because that's heading straight into the town, and then we come from our bridge end. Nope, that's not the bridge end. That looks like it. Try and find our piece of track. There it is. Right, why is the construction not possible? Is it because... yeah, it's because of that sweepy bit. Oh. Okay, let's try from here. Can we get it if we do that? Yes, we can. Fantastic. Put that across there and link it up to the other side. Hopefully this is going to work and it's not just going to go, no, you can't do that now. But there you are, look, construction not possible. Oh, why is that not possible? Is it to do with this level crossing? It is, we'll fix that. Okay, so track onto, try and make it as level with this one as possible. Beautiful. There we go. Let's put that road back in now. They might not like it, but... oh, that's terrible. Let's do that one. Yeah, there we go. See, that worked. Ha ha ha. And that section of track. And just put the last bit in up here. Fantastic. Right then, folks, there we have it. We have a spur coming from Philadelphia. We've got 2 platforms and then a line, a dual track line that comes through the countryside, down the hill, over the river, and then splits off in 2 to go up to Knoxville and is that Akron? Maybe it is. Join me next time where we'll put the stations in these into these 2 towns, and not only that, we will put some trains going backwards and forwards, get some more lines in as well. Before we finish off though, let's see how our 2 existing lines are getting on with. Right, it looks like they're making money. One's making more money than the other, and again the buses are doing quite well. I think between now and next time I'm going to have a look at some optimization of bus routes possibly. They're not great. I mean, if we look at this station here, that's doing okay, but then this bus station just captures this area. I don't know, it's not great, to be honest. I need to look at what it is, but we're not losing much. It's less than 500,000. So I think really as these towns grow, we will just see better and better stuff happening. It might be that I decide, instead of putting brand new trains on this line that I've started, we might come back and move these trains to that line and have just 1 train per line again, but put more carriages on. So I will decide what I'm going to do between now and next time, and I'll probably actually put the stations and bus routes in these 2 towns ready to connect up. But until then, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you've got any thoughts, ideas or questions, please pop them down in the comments section below. I do enjoy reading your comments and answer any questions I can. And I will see you next time. Take care, rate the video if you can, and goodbye.